President Obama did a press conference at the end of last week, and he defended Hillary Clinton and attacked the media for their WikiLeaks coverage.
You guys wrote about it every day. Every single leak. About every little juicy tidbit of political gossip. Including John Podesta's risotto recipe. This was an obsession that dominated the news coverage. So I do think it's worth us reflecting how it is that a presidential election of such importance, of such moment, with so many big issues at stake and such a contrast between the candidates, came to be dominated by a bunch of these leaks.
First of all, they weren't. The media did not cover the leaks nearly as much as they should have. Second of all, what did you want them to do? You have this gigantic newsworthy story. We have the First Amendment in this country, a free press in this country. They're supposed to report on stuff like that. I mean, I'm imagining Obama back when we got the Pentagon Papers released and we learned that in Vietnam we were slaughtering civilians and using Agent Orange and napalm on innocent villagers. He would, oh, well, I don't know why you guys cover this thing. I mean, what, this is, you're obsessed with this during an election season. Yeah, they should have been, but again, they weren't, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, man. And notice, they always talk about how egregious it is that there were leaks, as opposed to talking about what was in the goddamn leaks. Because when you talk about what was in the leaks, oh, they have zero response for it. You have no actual rebuttal to the facts that we learned about the way the DNC operates and the people in the DNC. So all you have left is the Russia card from the bottom of the deck. Russia, 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 Marsha, 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 Russia, 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 Russia is so bad that weird. You want to talk about the source of the leaks as opposed to what actually happened. You know who did this, right? The Republicans did this back when Chelsea Manning leaked to WikiLeaks the video of U.S. soldiers massacring civilians. There was a journalist. They blew up the journalist, and then when the first responders came, they blew up the first responders too, and they're laughing about it and having a jolly old time the entire time. So they released that, and they, you know, this is their job. You're doing what the media is supposed to do in a free country. What happened? The Republicans were like, whoops. I can't believe that you leaked this classified information, this top secret information. I think you're an enemy of the state. Wait, what the fuck did you... So notice, deflect. Deflect, obfuscate, rationalize. That's what it is. I don't want to talk about what's actually in there because I have no response for that. So, oh, the leaks themselves are the problem. That's not the conversation we should be having. The conversation we should be having is what was in the fucking leaks. And again, he's pretending like they're doing that. They're not doing that. When they discuss the leaks, what would they would discuss is what he just said. Oh, John Podesta's risotto recipe. And they would bring that up to downplay the leaks. Oh, this is what we're learning from these leaks. So, I mean, we shouldn't really be paying attention to them now, should we? Let me ask you a question. How much coverage did the media give to Hillary Clinton's comments that she wants open trade borders? So all this talk about, I'm against TPP now. I don't know what you mean. Wrong. Again, to steal from Trump. But 45 times she pushed for it. She called it the gold standard of deals. And she admitted in a speech to Wall Street, yeah, I want open trade borders. So she was in favor of NAFTA. She's in favor of TPP. She's in favor of the Colombia Free Trade Agreement. And she's saying, I would like to get rid of all the fucking trade borders. Why did you not talk about that nonstop? I didn't hear any fucking coverage on that. Or how about your comments that you should have public positions and private positions? That seems like a big fucking story. I didn't see much coverage on that. I saw more coverage of Donald Trump cursing than you talking about your public and private positions and the media saying, hey, aren't you admitting you like lying? Because that's what that is. When you say, yeah, I have private positions, but I also have different public positions. Right, so you're a liar. You're a classic politician. I didn't hear, where's the media saying, liar, 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 you're a liar. I didn't see that. Again, he's pretending like they were so hard on her. Or how about when we learned through the leaks, in another speech she gave to Wall Street, she described how the Syria policy that she now prefers is a policy that would kill massive numbers of civilians. So now she calls for, hey, I want a no-fly zone and I want a safe zone in Syria. By the way, Orwellian term, safe zone. You know what that means? You got to have massive numbers of U.S. boots on the ground, U.S. soldiers on the ground, the military invades. We protect an area, and if Syrian planes happen to fly over that area, or Russian planes happen to fly over that area, we got to shoot them down. What happens if you shoot down a Russian plane when they're flying over your so-called safe zone and no-fly zone in Syria? You know what you just did, right? You escalated to World War III. You're pushing us further down that path. Gee, I wonder why millennials don't like Hillary's position on Syria and Russia. That's fucking why right there. But again, you didn't talk about that. So back in 2013, she said, guys, a no-fly zone and a safe zone in Syria is mental. It's mental because you're going to escalate and you're going to have to, massive numbers of civilians would be killed because you have to do a real no-fly zone and a safe zone in Syria, you have to take out Syrian government planes. And the places where the planes are, they're surrounded by civilians. So if you take out those planes, you're going to kill massive numbers of civilians. That's what she said in 2013. Fast forward to the debates with Donald Trump in her position today. She's like, yeah, let's do a no-fly zone and a safe zone. The most obvious question in the world if you're in the media is, hey, so now you're cool with killing massive numbers of civilians? Because you admitted it would kill massive numbers of civilians. Not a peep about that. I didn't see one goddamn story in the media about Hillary Clinton's insane position on Syria. Not one that calls her out for her 2013 comments when she was defending Obama for not going into Syria further. She was like, yeah, it's a crazy idea. Now she flipped. Not a single thing holding her accountable on that. Or how about when she said that Goldman Sachs are victims and there's bigotry against the rich? I didn't see a single story about that on mainstream media. But there Obama's like, yeah, you guys were obsessed. All you did was talk about the leaks. All you did was talk about the leaks. Or how about, and again, I love the pearl clutching about, oh my God, it appears like Russia may have given the information to WikiLeaks. By the way, I still don't know if that's true. I don't trust the CIA at all. They're a criminal agency. Or they're known for organizing death squads. They're known for putting in puppet fascist leaders for U.S. corporations. So I don't trust them for a second, and Assange says, hey, he didn't get it from Russia. But hey, let's be agnostic on that. But either way, what's the argument? Oh my God, I'm so appalled that a foreign influence would try to rig an election. You mean like Hillary Clinton admitted she wanted to do in Palestine? Again, what a joke. They didn't talk about that. Nobody spoke about that. And we have fucking audio of her admitting it. So this idea of, oh, poor Hillary, victim Hillary, oh my God, it's the big bad media for covering a story they should have covered when they didn't really cover it in any serious way. Stop with the fucking excuses. You, Obama, you, Hillary Clinton, you gotta step the fuck aside or you'll keep losing. I'm not saying this because I hate you. I'm saying this because I actually care about the direction of the country. The Republicans will keep winning. They already have everything. They have a majority of state legislatures, a majority of governorships. They have the House of Representatives. They have the Senate. They have the presidency. They cleaned your fucking clock. And instead of looking inward and trying to diagnose the problems and why nobody likes you, you lash out. And you even blame the media for covering newsworthy stories. And even the phrasing of this is such garbage. Everybody's saying, Russia hacked the election, hacked the election, hacked the election. Hack the election is, I hacked into voting machines and changed it to the person I want. They didn't do that. Nobody's even claiming they did that. The strongest claim is they gave WikiLeaks the DNC information, then WikiLeaks ran with it, which is shit we should have seen anyway. So the idea of like, oh, this is so egregious. No, what's egregious is what we learned in the leaks. What's egregious is how we learned Debbie Wasserman Schultz would complain to the media about them being too tough on Hillary Clinton. That's fucking egregious. What's egregious is that we know that they tried to hide the debates to not give Bernie Sanders a chance. They messed with the voting times in certain states in pro-Bernie districts. They cheerleaded closed primaries because they knew that, hey, that means fewer independents voting, which means less democracy, which means Hillary has a better chance of winning if it's just Democrats. So you have no fucking answer. Donna Brazile leaking questions to Hillary Clinton, and then these guys go out there, I don't know what you're talking about. There was no, I don't know why the media covered all this stuff so much, even though they didn't. I don't know. Shut the fuck up and step aside. It's time for the liberals and the progressives to take over, and if they don't, you're gonna keep fucking losing, and you deserve it.